Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Janelle and today's video will be a review on the new Charlotte Tilbury concealer and also her new Airbrush Brightening Flawless Finish Powder. So if you want to see my review on the new Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer, go ahead and like and subscribe. It helps my little channel also very much and I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Now let's go ahead and get into today's review. I will have swatches and outside lighting footage of the concealer and the Flawless Brightening Finish Powder. I did order a refill of my Airbrush Flawless Finish in the shade Fair 1. So I did get a little bit of footage and stuff of that. But silly me, I did not buy a refillable packaging like this one. All my old packaging do not have like the refill in it, so I'm gonna have to just use this straight out of here until I can buy a compact that'll fit it. But I don't have any concealer under my eyes. I have the rest of my makeup on, so we're gonna test out this powder on one eye, and I already know what this powder is like, so this will be our constant and this variable, so I'll use it on this eye. So I guess we're gonna go ahead and dive right in. I will insert all the claims somewhere here on the screen for you to see, and we're gonna just go ahead and see what this concealer is all about. From swatching it, it was very thick, so I don't know how that's gonna settle into my fine lines. I am aging and I do have a lot of fine lines. A lot of concealers do crease. I think I'll just highlight my face a little bit with this and we'll see where this goes. So I will be blending this out with a damp beauty sponge. So far, so good. This shade is very brightening. This is in 4 Pale. It looked a little dark and I heard that this does oxidize. But so far it's not settling too badly into my creases, and I think that is because I didn't apply a lot of concealer. I am going to apply just a little bit more because I do see a little bit of darkness coming through, and I do apologize that this video is going up also very late. It took me forever to get my package. I selected 2-day air shipping, and this came to me in about a week. So I should have chose the 3 to 5 day ground shipping, but I didn't. So far what I'm seeing is a little bit of texture picking up. I don't know if you guys can see. I don't recommend that you guys pick this up from the Charlotte Tilbury website, although I did use this code right here to get a little bit of percentage off these products. But they're now available at Sephora, so at least the concealer is. I would suggest picking this up from Sephora because the shipping's a little bit better than Charlotte Tilbury. At least don't use Shop Runner. I used Shop Runner and that was a big mistake of mine. I'm going to use this side with the new powder. This is the new Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Brightening Flawless Finish Powder and Fair Medium. They do have another one that's for deeper skin tones, but I will be using this one to set this side, and let's see what it does. So I'm liking the effect. I can definitely see that it's brightening. This looks very pretty on camera. And as you guys can see, this side's very dewy. And now this side has been mattified. So maybe I'll do a wear test and just like post it in the description box or so. Just because it's about 3:30 in the afternoon. So I don't think this will be a very long wear test. But just I will update you how long I wear this and what I think of it. So yeah. Okay, so here is with the Airbrush Flawless Finishing Powder in shade 1. It is a little brightening, but not as brightening as this one. So I really do enjoy this finish over here on this side. So here's this side, and then here is this side. Which side do you prefer? And I'll look up so you guys can tell me if one side is creasing more than the other, because let's face it, we all have fine lines. I have more than others, so I know that they're not just going to disappear. But these powders, I think, definitely help minimize the creasing. I do look very tired. I can see my fine lines up close, so yeah, I don't think this is the most best concealer on the market from what I can tell on application. Like a little bit of darkness is in here, so it's about a medium coverage. I do prefer more of a full coverage whenever I look tired like that. So those are just the facts. I hope you enjoy this review. I will try to put some kind of footage towards the end of the night so you can see what my under eyes look like. But so far so good. Let me know if you picked up this concealer, what you think of it. And I will leave all the information in the description box for the price range and where you can buy it at. Okay, so I am back after 3 hours. This is what my makeup is looking like. This is what the makeup is looking like after about 3 hours. Up close and personal. I mean, my lines are there. There's a little bit of darkness peeking through, but from far away, everything is looking nice. I like the way this is still very bright and lifting. This side is nice, but not as nice as this side. I forgot to mention earlier that I am wearing a Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation with the concealer, so I think they pair very nicely. I'm not wearing any highlighter or anything like that, and I do have a beautiful glow about my skin. So yeah, I do like the way everything is looking. I will see you guys at the end of the night for my final verdict. Okay, so I am back to give you guys my final thoughts on the new Charlotte Tilbury concealer as well as the brightening powder. So here are both sides, the brightening side and the regular Airbrush Flawless side. I do think this one is just a tad bit more brightening, and this one is still brightening, but more closer to my skin tone than brightening. So I do think both sides have just as much creasing on each under eye. I don't think it's settled too terribly bad. There's a little bit darkness coming through in this region, but like all this right here is pretty nice because of this powder, which I really do like. And it does have 9 grams or 0.31 ounces. I do want to apologize for the crappy lighting that I had in the restroom. I decided to come back here in front of my ring light and show you guys what everything is looking like, just so you know. And it has been about 6.5 hours. It's pretty late at night, so I'm going to wash this face off. I do have a different shirt on just because I was like washing dishes, sweeping, and all that jazz, getting laundry done, and my shirt got wet, so I had to change out of my shirt. But this is the same makeup that I had on earlier, and I would rate the concealer like a 7 out of 10. It's not horrible on the creasing part. It's just that since it's medium coverage, my darkness is peeking through. I will suggest, if you struggle with a lot of darkness, to use a under eye corrector. I don't own one, but I think next time if I want to try this out for scientific purposes, I'll probably just put like an orangey lipstick underneath my eye and then my concealer and see if that helps with the darkness. In terms of like that darkness peeking through, it's reminding me of the Pat McGrath concealer, which I really wasn't a fan of, but I know a lot of people do love that concealer. But everything else looks nice. I think if I'm just wearing this to just go out to the grocery store or something, that's not going to take too long, 3 or 4 hours. I think it looks pretty decent. But yeah, the thing that kind of blew me out of the water was this powder. So yeah, for 6 hours. It's holding up pretty nicely. As you can tell, the original airbrush flawless still looks pretty nice and does have a little bit more coverage, so I don't think this one's adding coverage since it's translucent almost. And I'm not sure about the other shade, which is medium, the more yellow one, medium to tan or deep to tan to deep. But for the fair to medium one, it's pretty translucent, but the airbrush flawless is going to add a little bit more coverage, so it might cover your darkness a little bit, but I think eventually it will peek through. So I don't think the concealer's the best in terms of hiding everything. If you're okay with being a little bit more fresh eyed, like not covering everything, medium coverage type of guy or gal, then I think this will be for you. If you do have a lot of fine lines like myself, it will settle in it, but not like very badly, like when it cakes in there and just looks weird. It's not gonna do that. It's going to be like a graceful type of creasing. So yeah, like it's not creasing, but it's just like, you know, you can see that my lines are there. It's just not emphasizing them a whole ton, which I do think is probably due to the dewy formula, the radiant finish. So that's what I think about the concealer. For me, the star of the show was definitely this powder. I think I will definitely reach for this more than my original airbrush flawless, because I just really like the effect. So let me know if you got these products and what you think of them. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in my next video. Take care. Bye.